back. Today we are to look at HTML and CSS only. How can we make a website from HTML and CSS? Today we are to see how to make a responsive header, a good header design. Without wasting time, let's create a new folder. Let's name it my website. Within this folder, we'll create an HTML. Let's open VS Code. I'm using VS Code for making my codes. Some others you can use Sublime Text, but I prefer using VS Code. There you can create an HTML. Let's create a new folder. Within my website. We are going to start by making an header for your website. Let's create an HTML file. Let's name it index.html. A folder will be created. Within, we see here it's created, index.html. Then let's create another index.css. This CSS is for designing our HTML. So once you do this code, it will automatically create your starting point. Now, here we can start. Once you can change your website's name, you can name it anything you want. Maybe my website. So from there you can start here. Let's say H1. You can say my awesome website. You can, if you're on Mac, you can press Command S to save. Otherwise, if you saved, but mine automatically saves. If you're on Windows, maybe you can press Ctrl and S to save. So from there, let's open. Yes, here we have started our website. Now you can go ahead and say you can say paragraph, or let's say h2 let's say about myself. Let's say you refresh. Here you see, here we go. So from that, let's create our header. L, let's say li, you can say let's make it to be a link. Left equals, let's put hash so that it can't refresh once you click on it. And here is say home. You can copy this, you can copy the whole of this, and then paste, Let me skip a bit so that you can't get confused within your code. You refresh, here we see, here are certain links. If you don't put this hash, it will be refreshing your website. Once you click, it will refresh your website. You can say home, can say about, and here you can say portfolio. Yes, run refresh. Yes. Now let's try to import the CSS and make some designing such that our website can look somehow nice. Let's go to the CSS. Let's give this a class. You can give this a class. In others, you can give it a class or an ID, but let's just use the UL and LI. Here, let's say body. Let's say body. Background color. Let's say linear gradient. But let's first use this. Let's first use light blue. Once you refresh, it has no effect here. Once you refresh, it has no effect here. You know why? We haven't imported our CSS within the HTML. How can we import our CSS within HTML so that it can take some effect? So we can import, we can put the styling within this header section. Let's say we can say link where equals style sheet. Link where equals style sheet. Left equals we are importing this CSS. Left equals index dot CSS. I hope that's clear. Yes, once you refresh here, we can see it has worked. Yes. Let's try to design this UL. UL, let's say display flex. Yes. Here we go. Let's say list style. Let's say none. Let's say margin top 10 pixels. Let's say padding 10 pixels. Let's say margin left. Let's say let it be is it 500 pixels? Let's first try to refresh. It will be 800 pixels. Yes. 800 pixels. Let's go UL LI let's say let's say margin left 5 pixels. We see some spacing here, but let's use, can we use 15 pixels? Uh, 15 pixels, but let's just use 30 pixels. Sorry, 30 pixels. Yes, yes. Um, uh, yes, we have made a beautiful navigation. Navigation. Uh, let's add some styling here. Let's say width 100%, height, let's say it's 100 pixels. There is a difference when we use 100%, it completes the whole of the width, the whole of the screen device. And then when we use 100 pixels, it doesn't, it just measures. Huh? Um, yes. Let's see, it it has taken place here, but why are we can't know whether it's visible. Let's try to add some color, and say background color. Let's use blue. Oh my god, it's far. Let's say let's use margin. Let's use 0. Margin left, yes. And let's say padding 0. Padding has to be there. Padding should be there. Yes. Let's first reduce this. It should be 50 pixels. Yes. Here we go. Now this should be here. Margin left, it should be 800 pixels. Yes. No, it should be here. Yes, like this. Now here we see that we are getting something. We see that we are getting something. We see that we are getting something here. Yes. So let's take some styling of my awesome website. Our text here down. Let's take some styling here and say this is H1. This is H1. H1. This is H1. H1 font. Let's say font weight and say 20 pixels. No. Sorry for that. Let's first say color. Let's first say color. Let's use red. And margin left. Let's say 50%. Let's use pixels. 500 pixels. Is it? Yes. And or we can say justify content. Justify content. Center. Align items center to make our data get aligned within the center. And here we can use this paragraph H2, then H2, H2. Let's say color. Let me use color this code. Yes, but myself. Yes. As we conclude, we see that we have taken some styling. Let's give it a margin. Margin left. Let's say 20. Let's say 30 pixels. Yes, that's it. There you can start making your other designs and put anything you want. Yes, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.